Now don't get it twisted. I know what I named this video. Doesn't mean I agree with what she said. Hey Sunflowers and Squares, welcome back to BPD Squared, where we discuss mental health from a black girl's perspective. My name is Brenda, and today we're going to talk about Trisha Paytas. For those of you who don't know, Trisha Paytas came out with a video a couple of days ago where she described what she believed to be symptoms of dissociative identity disorder and went on to self-diagnose that disorder within herself. It was a very touchy subject for a lot of people, mainly because of the misinformation that was given in the video regarding what dissociative identity disorder really is, as well as a very disrespectful comment that she made towards one of the, I would say, prominent members of the mental health community. So before I give my thoughts on the matter, let me just say that number one, I am not a mental health professional, licensed or otherwise. I am just another woman on the internet giving her opinion in regards to this matter. And secondly, I'm giving my opinion based off of evidence that I've seen in Trisha's video, as well as relating it to experiences that I've personally gone through when it comes to dealing with mental illness as well. If you are new to this channel, welcome, and thank you so much for stopping by to watch the video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and also check out the other videos that I have on this channel so you can get all caught up. In addition, if you are new to this channel, I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder as well as bipolar disorder type 2 last year in February, so February of 2019. And the reason that I want to give my opinion on this matter is because there were some things that Trisha did in her Meet the Alters video that reminded me a lot of symptoms that I deal with on a daily basis. Let me grab my tea. So why did I title this video In Defense of Trisha Paytas? Well, because I feel there's more to that video than her blatant disrespect and misinformation. I honestly feel that Trisha's reaching out for help and just isn't going about it in an acceptable way. Because I was about to say the right way, but there is no right way to reach out for help. I feel like she's trying to reach out for help but doesn't know how to go about it. So one of the things that really gave me concern in that video was her definition of what she believes an alter is. And the way she described it in the video is when she adopts a personality from people that she's around, whether it be friends or just different environments. Like she even mentioned if she went on a trip to London for a week that she would adopt a, British accent and start speaking that way. And unfortunately, that's not what an alter is. Another thing that stuck with me also is that she constantly said, not just in this video, but also in the next video that she put out addressing Anthony Padilla, where she says a lot of times, I don't have an identity, or I never developed an identity. So those two things stuck with me and made me think she might be experiencing some symptoms of BPD. Again, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not giving a diagnosis or anything. But based on personal experience and researching what borderline personality disorder is, as well as researching what dissociative identity disorder is, those symptoms that she was mentioning sounded a lot more like what correlates to BPD. And again, I took that and I was like, okay, well, let me watch more and see what's been going on. So of course I watched the reaction videos from Dissociadid, from Team Pinata, from the Entropy System, which y'all need to check all of those videos out. Number one. Number two, I watched The Rewired Soul as well. So The Rewired Soul had a video that mentioned the exact same thing that I'm saying now, and his belief that she could be exhibiting symptoms of BPD. He also went on to mention a video that was done in the past, I want to say in 2018, that she did with Jason Nash and Katie Morton. They both went on to his YouTube channel and Katie's YouTube channel and did an online therapy session with Katie. They did like a couples therapy. And even in that video, she mentioned previously being diagnosed with bipolar disorder and borderline personality disorder, and someone even threw out the diagnosis of schizophrenia to her. And Katie asked her, questions of, whether or not she believed these diagnoses or these symptoms were true. And she said no. Basically, she doesn't agree with the diagnosis, and there's nothing wrong with that. First of all, let's get that out there. If you have received a diagnosis and you don't agree with it, there's nothing wrong with that. If you feel there's something else going on, figure it out and move on from there. But yeah, you're valid in feeling that way. So in that video, she also described how she was feeling abandoned a lot of times by Jason, and feeling these emotional switches, very extreme emotional switches, and just was having a lot of trouble just figuring out who she was and grabbing onto an identity. And Katie even said in that video, this is probably why you were diagnosed in the past with borderline personality disorder, because of these things that you're experiencing, these things that you're feeling and explaining to me right now. It sounds like you may have been diagnosed because of those reasons. Now again, this is based off of this video. This is based off of what she said recently. I don't know Trisha. I don't know her life. I don't know what she's gone through. I don't know, based off what she said in that previous video, she's been in therapy all her life. I don't know if it's a continued thing. I don't know if she stopped. I don't know. I'm basing my opinion off of these 3 videos. Now, even though I believe that what she's describing in the video is in more of a correlation to borderline personality symptoms than anything else, let me also say this is not to negate or derail or just make anything that she said in her video invalid. Let's all make that a thing, first of all. Again, like I said in the beginning of this video, I feel she's trying to reach out and trying to get help for something that I don't feel she truly understands just yet, as well as there is an underlying issue with mental health that she's concerned about, yet I feel like she's not going about it in a way that is gaining the positive response that she was expecting. So I, again, am just giving my opinion. Now, even though I feel that this is more related to stuff that I've experienced on a daily basis, I don't want to invalidate her reaching out and speaking about something that she personally is feeling that she experiences every day. Because even I put out a video where I described feeling that I'm exhibiting symptoms of a dissociative disorder. I didn't go as far as to claim that it was DID. I didn't go as far as to say, oh yeah, definitely I have this, I'm self-diagnosing. My thing was, I'm concerned that these are symptoms that I'm exhibiting, and that again was a way that I was reaching out for help, looking for, some kind of connection basically to get some answers to what these things are that I'm experiencing. And another thing we have to keep in consideration is that borderline personality disorder as well as dissociative identity disorder both have dissociative episodes within them, but they are very distinct types of episodes. So I don't want to go into the full scientific background of it, but basically with borderline personality, you can have dissociative episodes where you do feel you are not yourself and you do feel that you're having an out-of-body experience, or that there's something inside of you that's overtaking you. There are reports and there is evidence out there of dissociative episodes within people that have borderline personality disorder. So there may be some evidence here that what Trisha's experiencing, she's either confusing with DID or denying the truth of a previous diagnosis. Either way, I think we should all get on the high road that the entropy system took and pay attention to what she's saying and pay attention to the things that she feels is truly a concern to her. And let's hope that with her reaching out with this video that she's able to seek the help that she deserves. One thing we don't want to do, especially in this community where we're trying so hard to break the stigma behind mental disorders and mental health in general, is to, disregard a person that may be reaching out for help. Now, with that being said, let me also say that no, again, I don't agree with how she went about it. I don't agree with what she said. I don't agree with her giving out misinformation. I don't agree with her making that statement about Dissociadid. I don't agree with the way she went about things. I don't. And the way she did it was just wrong. Let's just call it out there. It was wrong. But the underlying issue here is that she may be trying to reach out to get help for something that either she's in denial of, or she just is trying to find some kind of way to understand herself, I guess. So yeah, guys, that's my 2 cents on the matter. I really hope that with all this that's been surrounding this topic and surrounding Trisha, that it brings more light to the ever-growing stigma behind these different mental disorders, as well as I hope that it encourages her to seek the professional help that she needs. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, click like if you like the video, as well as leave a comment down below if you want to add your opinion to this subject as well. There will also be a link in the description below to a forum post that I have on my website that will give you access to kind of go into discussion with people about what you truly feel is going on with Miss Trisha and how we can help her come to healthy conclusions regarding this matter. There will also be links in the description below of all the videos that I watched to gather my opinion on this matter. So if you want to check all those videos out, they will be down below. But as always, remember, stay square, my sunflowers, and I love you guys so much. Bye.